I'm Amanda, 28. Standing in the antiseptic-smelling hospital room, I watched as my entire family surrounded my younger sister Lily's hospital bed, showering her with love while pointing fingers at me for her supposed accident. That was the breaking point after years of being the family scapegoat. Without a word, I walked out, leaving behind a lifetime of unfair blame. Growing up in a wealthy family in the suburbs of New York, I was the middle child between my older sister Ava and younger sister Lily. Ava, 32, was the golden child. She was beautiful, brilliant, and had a successful career as a corporate lawyer. My parents, Henry and Victoria, doted on her every achievement. Lily, 23, was the baby of the family, spoiled and manipulative. She knew how to get what she wanted by playing the victim. My father, Henry, was a high-powered executive who built his own finance firm from the ground up. He was a controlling man who valued status and success above all else. Any sign of failure or embarrassment to the family name was met with his cold, harsh criticism. My mother, Victoria, was a former socialite who dedicated her life to maintaining the family's perfect image. She scrutinized every aspect of our lives, from our clothes to our friends, making sure we fit into her idea of a proper, wealthy family. The pattern of scapegoating started when I was just 5 years old. Ava had accidentally knocked over my mother's expensive vase while showing off her new dance moves. When my parents rushed in, Ava tearfully blamed me. Despite my protests, I was sent to my room without dinner, while Ava received comforting words and a promise of a new toy. As the years went by, the scapegoating only got worse. When Lily spilled paint on my father's important business documents at the age of 8, I was blamed for not watching her. When Ava got caught cheating on a test in high school, I was the one who had given her the idea, according to her. I threw myself into my studies, determined to prove myself. I graduated from college with honors and went on to earn a master's degree in sociology, focusing on family dynamics. My research on scapegoating in dysfunctional families was published in a well-known academic journal, but my family barely acknowledged it. "It's just a paper. It won't make you rich like Ava," my father scoffed. Last summer, we went to our family's beach house in Hampton. I brought my boyfriend, Ryan, a fellow researcher I'd been dating for 9 months. I hoped having him there would provide some protection from my family's constant criticism. On the third day, I noticed Lily flirting with Ryan on the deck. She was touching his arm and laughing loudly at his jokes. That evening, I confronted her privately. "Lily, I saw what you were doing with Ryan. Please respect my relationship," I said calmly. She rolled her eyes. "Oh, come on, Amanda. You're so paranoid. We were just having fun." I tried to reason with her, but she became angry and called out to our parents and Ava. The next morning, I was reading in the living room when I heard a scream and a thud from the stairs. I ran to find Lily lying at the bottom, holding her ankle and crying. "She pushed me. Amanda pushed me down the stairs," she screamed. Before I could even defend myself, my family rushed in and immediately believed her. At the hospital, the scene was unbearable. My father growled at me. "What have you done this time? You've always been a troublemaker." My mother looked at me with disgust. "I knew you'd cause problems one day." Ava shook her head. "You need to get your act together, Amanda." Even Ryan seemed to doubt me. That was when I decided enough was enough. I walked out of the hospital without a word, feeling a strange sense of relief mixed with sadness. I drove back to the beach house and started packing my things. I took only the essentials: my clothes, my laptop with my research, and a small diary I'd kept since I was a child. In that diary, I'd recorded every instance of scapegoating, every unfair accusation. I also found a necklace that my late grandmother had given me. My mother had always thought it should have gone to Ava, but Grandma had specifically chosen me. I put on the necklace, feeling a connection to the only person in the family who had truly seen me. I left a note on the dresser. "I won't be your scapegoat anymore." Then I drove away, starting a new life on my own. I moved to a small apartment in Boston. I found a job at a local research institute where my work was finally appreciated. I made new friends, people who saw me for who I really was, not the scapegoat of my family. A month after I left, I started receiving calls and emails from my family. They were desperate, but their messages were filled with the same old blame and manipulation. "Come home and fix this mess you've created," my father demanded. "We're worried about you, but you need to apologize," my mother said. Then, I received an email from an old family friend, Mrs. Thompson. She told me the truth. Lily had admitted to her that she had fallen on purpose and blamed me to get attention. My father's business was in trouble because of his erratic behavior after the incident, and Ava was having marital problems. This revelation was both a relief and a sadness. I felt vindicated, but also sorry for the pain my family was going through. I decided not to respond immediately. I needed to focus on my own healing. 3 months later, my family found me. They showed up at my new apartment. My father demanded that I come home and make things right. I invited them to a nearby coffee shop, where I brought my diary. I read them some entries, showing them the years of unfair blame. My father scoffed. Childish nonsense. My mother dismissed it as me being overly sensitive. But Ava seemed to be listening. She looked at me with a newfound understanding. "Maybe we've been wrong about you, Amanda." I told them firmly, "I'm not coming back to that toxic environment. I've built a new life here, a life where I'm respected." My father was furious and left with my mother. Ava stayed behind for a moment. "I want to try to have a real relationship with you, Amanda," she said. 6 months after leaving my family, my life has completely changed. I'm happy in my new job, and I've started dating someone new, a kind-hearted teacher named Ethan. I've also started a support group for people who have experienced family scapegoating. My relationship with Ava is slowly improving. We talk on the phone occasionally, and she's trying to understand my past. Lily is still in therapy, and I hope she can change. As for my parents, I'm not sure if we'll ever have a normal relationship, but I've learned to accept that. Looking back, leaving was the best thing I ever did. I've found the strength to break free from the role I was forced into, and I'm building a life based on truth and self-love. If you're going through something similar, know that you're not alone. There is hope for a better future.